Well, what's going on, Cardinal Nation? Well, what a game tonight. What a game as we win against the Cleveland Guardians 6-5 in 10 innings as we move to 4-0 in extra innings this season and already a third walk-off win of the season. And we're not even a month into the season. So just amazing and a huge comeback win. We were down 5-2 entering the eighth inning, uh, in which the Guardians have a very good closer in reliever Cade Smith, who ever since he debuted has been one of the best and most nastiest closers in the game. Uh, Last year he was dominant for them and strikes out a lot of batters. Uh, 104 strikeouts, just 18 walks last year. Yeah, he's one of the best relievers in the game. So, Cleveland would take an early 1-0 lead in the top of the first with 2 outs. Jose Ramirez, one of the best players of this generation, with a solo home run to make it 1-0 Cleveland. Of course, he just recently became the franchise's all-time leader in games played, which had been held for a long time. So that would make it 1-0 Cleveland, his third home run of the season, eighth run bat in. And then the Cardinals would come right back to tie it up 1-1 as catcher Ivan Herrera with his first home run of the season to tie it up 1-1. His seventh run bat in, so that had to have felt good for Herrera, who had a breakout season last year, was particularly at his best in the second half. He was outstanding. So that would tie it up 1-1. But Cleveland would go back on top 2-1 in the top of the second. Solo home run by second baseman Daniel Schneemann, his first of the season. That would give the Guardians a 2-1 lead. It would stay that way until the bottom of the third, when J.J. Weatherholt would tie it up 2-2. His second career home run. Of course, his first one was on opening day. So that would tie it up 2-2. And Michael McGreevy, 5 solid innings, gave up just those 2 home runs on 4 hits, struck out 2. I mean, those were really the only 2 bad pitches he made. And then George Soriano with a scoreless 6th inning to keep it tied. And Joe Romero with an inning and third scoreless despite walking a batter. And then Cleveland would take the lead 3-2 in the top of the 8th off of Ryan Stanek. George Valera with an RBI double to make it 3-2, and then Angel Martinez would drive in 2 runs to make it a 5-2 game. So 3 runs charged to Stanek on 30 pitches. He's had an up and down season so far. And then in the bottom of the 8th, we would cut the lead to 1. Weatherholt with his second home run of the game to make it a 1-run game at 5-4. So the first ever multi-homer game for Weatherholt. That would make it a 1-run game at 5-4. And yeah, so going to the 9th, Cleveland up 5-4. Matt Swanson with a 1-2-3 ninth inning. That was huge for him. The struggles he's had this season. So going to the bottom of the 9th, down just a run. But Cade Smith will get the first 2 guys out. And then down to our final out, down to our final strike, Mason Wynn, what should have been a routine play at second. The second baseman would not handle it cleanly, and Mason would reach first on an error to extend it, and he would then advance to second on a wild pitch. And then Joel Pozo with an RBI double to tie it up 5-5. Pozo got to start DHing in this one. And yeah, so base hit could potentially win it, though Pozo isn't a super fast runner. Fortunately, Thomas DeJacy would strike out to send it 2 extras, just already our 4th time playing in extra innings this season. And Riley O'Brien on, trying to keep it tight, and he would do just that, getting Jose Ramirez to fly out, and then a strikeout, and then a ground out on a 7-pitch at bat. And then the bottom of the 10th, Thomas Saggese, the ghost runner on second, would advance to third on a wild pitch. And then Nathan Church on a 1-0 count would hit a sacrifice fly to right, scoring Saggese to give us the win 6-5. So what an exciting win. Hitting 3 home runs, 2 of them by Weatherholt, and yeah, it's just an exciting game all around. And yeah, I mean, we've just made so many comeback wins this season already, and it's just been pretty exciting to watch. So we had 8 hits in this one, would only leave 3 runners on base. 2 hits by Weatherholt, which those 2 home runs. Jordan Walker would have a hit to extend his hit streak, although it was not a home run. So hopefully we can win this series tomorrow afternoon. It'll be a quick turnaround. It'll be Dustin May getting the start against right-hander Slade Ciccone for Cleveland. May, who is very solid, got his first win as a Cardinal last time out against the Red Sox. So till then, Comics are saying go Cards.